Hello, friends. My name is May, and I want to tell you how learning English changed my life. I'm 23 years old, and I come from a small town in China where very few people spoke English. When I was 15, my father got a job opportunity in Canada. We're moving in 6 months, he told our family one evening. My mother looked worried. My little brother Leo jumped with excitement, but I felt scared. I only knew a few English words from school. How would I survive in a new country? My mother noticed how nervous I was. She sat with me and said, "May, learning English will open many doors for you. It's like having a key that can unlock the whole world." I didn't understand what she meant then, but I would soon find out. We started taking English lessons as a family. Every evening after dinner, we would practice together. Dad would play English songs. Mom would label everything in our house with English words, and Leo would make us laugh with his funny pronunciations. Even our cat, Milo, got used to hearing here, kitty, instead of our usual Chinese calls. The first few lessons were really hard. The sounds were so different from our language. I remember crying one night because I couldn't pronounce through and thought correctly. They sounded the same to me. But my teacher, Ms. Wong, told me something I'll never forget. Language is like a baby learning to walk. First, you crawl, then you stumble, then one day, without even noticing, you're running. Before we moved, something interesting happened in our town. A group of tourists got lost and ended up in our local market. Nobody could understand them, except for me. I used my basic English to help them find their hotel. Their smiles and thank you made me feel so proud. For the first time, I understood what Mom meant about English being a key to the world. When we arrived in Toronto, everything felt different. The streets were wide, buildings were tall, and English was everywhere. On signs, in stores, on TV. Our new home was near a big park where many families spent time together. My first day at high school was both exciting and scary. I remember standing in front of my locker, trying to understand the combination lock instructions. A girl named Sarah noticed me struggling and came to help. Even though my English wasn't great, she spoke slowly and used hand gestures. That day, I learned that you don't need perfect English to make friends. A smile and willingness to try is enough. In class, I faced many challenges. Science was my favorite subject in China, but now I had to learn both science and English words at the same time. I started carrying a small notebook everywhere, writing down new words I heard. My teachers were very patient. Mr. Johnson, my English teacher, stayed after school twice a week to help me practice. One day, during lunch break, I heard someone crying in the bathroom. It was a new student from Japan named Yuki, feeling just as lost as I had felt weeks before. I surprised myself by being able to comfort her in English. We became close friends, helping each other learn. Together with Sarah, we formed a study group where we practiced English while teaching each other about our cultures. The most amazing thing happened 3 months after we arrived. My brother Leo got sick at school, and I had to talk to the doctor by myself because our parents were at work. I managed to explain his symptoms and understand the doctor's instructions. On our way home, Leo looked at me and said, "Wow, sis, you're becoming really good at English." That was the moment I realized I was making progress. Starting college was a big milestone. I chose to study international business, something I couldn't have done without English. In my first year, I met students from Brazil, France, India, and many other countries. Despite our different backgrounds, we all communicated in English. It was amazing how one language could bring people from all over the world together. During my second year, an incredible opportunity came up. A big technology company was looking for interns who could speak both English and Chinese. Thanks to my language skills, I got the internship. I helped the company communicate with their Chinese partners. My manager told me that being bilingual made me especially valuable to the company. The internet became my new best friend for learning. I could watch YouTube videos about any topic, join online communities, and take free courses from famous universities. One day, I found a cooking video and learned how to make lasagna, something my mom never thought her Chinese daughter would cook. I even started my own small YouTube channel sharing stories about living between two cultures. Something funny happened at work that showed me how far I'd come. During a video call with clients, our English-speaking manager got sick and had to leave suddenly. Everyone looked at me to take over the meeting. 2 years ago, this would have terrified me, but now I could do it confidently. After the call, my colleagues cheered for me. English also helped me discover new passions. I joined a local theater group that performed Shakespeare plays. Even though Shakespeare's English was very different from what we speak today, being part of these plays helped me understand the beauty of the language. My parents couldn't believe their eyes when they saw me playing Juliet. Their shy daughter was speaking English on stage. Today, 10 years after starting my English journey, I can say that English truly changed my life. I now work as an international business consultant, helping companies from different countries work together. Every day, I use English to solve problems and build bridges between cultures. Social media has become another amazing way to use English. Through Twitter, I follow scientists, artists, and thinkers from around the world. On Instagram, I connect with friends I've made while traveling. I even started a blog sharing tips for other English learners, and I get messages from people in countries I've never visited. Last month, something special happened. I volunteered as a translator at an international youth conference. While helping others communicate, I met a girl from Brazil who reminded me of myself years ago. She was struggling with English but determined to learn. I shared my story with her and saw the same hope in her eyes that I had when my mother first told me about English being a key to the world. For anyone learning English now, here's what I've learned. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're your best teachers. Find ways to make learning fun through movies, music, and games. Practice every day, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Connect with other English learners and support each other. Remember that every small step forward is progress. English has become more than just a language for me. It's a tool that helps me achieve my dreams. Whether I'm watching my favorite Netflix shows without subtitles, reading books in their original language, or helping my parents understand their grandchildren who now speak more English than Chinese, I'm grateful for every part of this journey. To all my friends learning English, keep going. Some days will be hard, and you might feel like giving up. But remember, each new word you learn is opening another door to the world. Like my mother said, English truly is a key that can unlock opportunities, friendships, and adventures you never imagined possible. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspires you to continue your English learning journey. Remember, the world becomes bigger and more colorful when you can connect with people in different languages. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our lessons. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.